One enemy remaining. Thrifty.
That goes there. This goes here. Ah, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. Tripwire destroyed. Tripwire destroyed.
Joke's over! You're
Cage
dead!
trigger.
Last player standing. Spike planted. Here.
Cover going out.
Spike planted. One enemy
No hard
remaining.
feelings.
Shadows traveling.
To his own death by
Here.
It's always a telltale sign that you want to get those high action, high tempo rounds, which we've seen obviously. In a blink of an eye, we're already at round 6, but this looks like it's going to be another full buy round on both sides. However, for Team B, if they do lose this round, their economy is going to struggle just a little bit.
This goes here.
Nothing too unusual on their spreads for the defense. We have the usual Cypher setup. We do have 2 players holding down B. You're anticipating the aggression. Humble 2 will send out the drone, but gets destroyed by Rush B with that peek. Lawang will send a drone out himself, a boombot rather. But so far, no dice on the attackers to where they are at the moment. Transcend will find Fox, but that's about it for what they can find right now. On Team A, we have full ultimate economy, so they could potentially use 1 or 2 just to close out the round. 56 is my shot. We'll find a player for himself. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out. Honestly, I don't think they should use anything else here. And Transcend will get a pick here. Senorita will find Rush B.
One enemy
Equalizing it
remaining.
Just a little bit. Lawang will find Senorita on the trade, and once again, it's going to be the Reyna, the last man standing here. PYC holding down A mid here, but so far the Reyna has gone, or rather decided to go for a long wrap into showers, but Lawang is there with a great read.
Alright, so another win for the defenders, which are the underdogs from the National University of Singapore. We got KU Esports on the attackers side. So there you go, ladies and gents. If you didn't know who we are,
This is a nice
who we are spectating right now, there you go. It looks like the National University of Singapore. They are looking pretty clean coming into
Yes, this should do.
coming into this part of the match already. We are halfway through the half, so quarter of the way through the match.
Out of my way!
And just talking about KU Esports, they actually send their fellow countrymen to the losers bracket, but it's actually Foxes to find PYC on the opening frag there. Now that's going to be a neuro jump out of the board here. This is going to give them a little bit of leeway. That's not something to worry about, but the whole attacking team is exploding, and the defense finds one. It's Rush B with a knife.
Last
Second
player
one here
standing.
cannot land the shot, or the knives on 56 is my size, but everything is crumbling. Seti K
Spike
is
planted.
gonna try and clutch this out. This is still very doable. The jet is quite low. He will find the frag there. Reyna still has Empress up. The Omen still has a healthy amount of utility as well. The Frisky and Lull is actually holding down for Buka, looking at that CT side. Finding the last frag and getting the 5th round on the board for them, G10.
Yeah, Lil actually looking a bit crazy here. As a Reyna, as you said, we don't see that pick very often in competitive play, but when it does work out, it works out already. 11, 5, and 3, 8 rounds into the game. Lil, I think, has just been pretty much holding things down for his team here. And I don't know, the underdogs, they are kind of living up to their name right now. A little bit of an underdog, but I do think that they can find a couple of rounds here and there. They just have to sharpen up their defenses and really react better to the moves that KU Esports is doing right now.
Yeah, interestingly enough, though we usually see a lot of teams go for teleporter control, even though it is an attack leaning towards B here, we've already seen the majority of the attacking team already stack up in B long here. So far, no response. The defending team has the right idea as well, going for that. I would say pretty much default having 3 players here, but Garden is going to be trying to lead onto the side, allowing with the Vandal, losing up Senorita. That is the first of all. Quick frag. Trying to spam into the Cypher cage here, but so far cannot land damage to anyone here. But this is virtually a free plant. The Empress has a shot as well. They still have Neural Theft available on the defending team, so if they can find a way, rather a stray frag here, they can use that. They can get all the info in the world.
One enemy remaining.
Doesn't need him. They explode and take everyone out, and that is gonna be a free defuse.
Rush B he's doing exactly what his name said. Although he is a defender, didn't really rush in. Still, though, was a huge part of that round victory for his team, just because of his position in the Cypher cage, delaying a lot of time from the attackers. They weren't able to really get into the site as cleanly as they wanted, and the way he played his utility there allowed him and Rush B to take down the last 2 members of KU Esports. So well done by Rush B there.
This goes here.
Just talking about underdogs here, they actually had a quite impressive 2-0 run up until the point where they met against Stormtree, who unfortunately fell them to the losers bracket. So again, just to remind everybody, this is the lower bracket, so both these teams, although have had very impressive runs, will fight for tournament life. And once again, it does look like KU Esports is leaning towards another beat take here. Once again, Gardens remains uncontested as Lawang will lay and wait in tubes here. Does look like
Joke's
they already
over!
have a
You're
rotator
dead!
ready, but it's actually just going the other direction. That is going to tag up from the rest of the defense to fall. That is going to be the Phoenix on top and denied. Now they're getting stuck here by the Garden. Low will actually find the opening pick towards Transect. Humble 2K towards Lawa, the showstopper. Law will find a second on Seti K. And if they're in a 2v4 situation, it's still quite doable. The Neural Theft has been popped. It does look like they are willing to invest into this round. no save call whatsoever. They are playing this for the keeps. They are absolutely bloodthirsty, but so far no picks have gone their way. Underdogs doing a great job of at least just kind of holding this down. They still have time to go for a save call here, but Rushby says
One
no,
enemy
no, let's
remaining.
go for it. Fox though will wipe out of existence and humble 2KS as well will fight Rushby, he said.
Yeah, man. PYC, he had a pretty good position there. However, there were just too many members of KU Esports in good positions. They had, you saw they had crossfires
Here.
everywhere, basically. In both of the places where Rushby and
Here.
PYC would be coming through, they had sight lines on two sides.
Here.
So there was no way that PYC and Rushby could get into that site without using a lot of utility. And I'm pretty sure Rush B had already used his tailwind there, so unless he had like God aim through a smoke, there was no way that PYC and Rush B were gonna win that. However, I do commend them for trying, even busting out that neural theft there. Very confident in their abilities, but they were just kind of routed. So we're gonna be coming into the last couple rounds of the half here.
I like this call because normally as a defense, since they've been seeing a lot of aggression towards B, not a lot of attention towards teleporter. They did send 2 alerts here, but like I mentioned, the preemptive aggression here will try Fox to fall to his fellow Jet player. But like I said, again, super important, but it doesn't matter. Senny actually survives in the cubby, but not for too long, as Senorita will find the trade frag as well. 56 times in.
Spike planted.
3v3 situation. The Phoenix is quite low. Actually, both players quite low here, so this is looking quite good for the defending team. Lawang will find 56 as my size finally, but they still have a crossfire to deal with as they jump into the site.
Cage triggered.
PYC still has a Cypher cage to burn, and he does it for safe passage.
One enemy
Has found
remaining.
himself into the back cubby. Lawang will find Senorita, and Rush B will find Humble 2KS again. And this is looking like a great showing for the defending team. It did look earlier as if they were down quite a bit of rounds, but they have their rhythm now, G10.
Definitely. The underdogs really looking like, you know, they're putting up a really big fight. As you said,
Last
they
round
were
before the switch.
basically undefeated. They were up 2-0 before they were taken down by Shuta University. But now they're looking very strong. They are kind of behind still. However, I really like the movement that they make around the map as well. PYC and Rush B, I have had my eye on them, and so far, the way that they kind of move themselves around the map and anticipate the calls that KU Esports make is pretty beautiful, to be honest.
I have to say though, Underdog has to be, or rather they have to be a little bit more aggressive towards their map control here, because like I mentioned, I was highlighting teleporter control. When you have that as a defending team, then obviously the threat from Hookah for a retake will always be open. But again, I like the call sending the Jet here to roam. Senny K will be the first line of defense for this A. Otherwise, that is going to prompt for a quick rotate. Again, it does look like KU is opting to go for a more, rather Underdog is going
Joke's
for a
over!
more
You're
compact
dead!
defense, gambling on the fact that they are going to try and swarm them with numbers. But that is not going to be possible anymore, as that site is open and the rotations are going to be quite frantic. Again, pretty much this is going to be an uncontested plant.
Last
and
player standing.
that retake is not gonna be happening either, because Fox Z is just going crazy in the back, running into the defender spot and trying to go for that ace. It's the glory that she seeks. Lowell steals it away with a stinger. There, he could have just given it. He could have just given the
Switching
ace there,
sides.
but oh man, you hate to see it.
You do. Like I said, again, Underdogs, there's nothing wrong with playing with a retake type of defense, but again, they've seen them go very aggressive, or rather have a lot of presence on the side of KU for B-Long and Hookah, so I guess that prompts them to go for, since I think it was like Senny K holding A alone, that could possibly prompt him to go for a bit more aggressive towards showers to find that lurk, or even go towards a more aggressive peek towards mid, again, just to deny teleporter. And in the late rounds, you know, if they get the B plant, rather the Underdogs can be a bit more passive, wait for that Hookah pressure and then collapse on them. Because again, if you're a post-plant team on B side, then you just don't want that pressure from behind you.
Yeah, speaking of pressure, look at Fox Z already with the aggressive positioning. He will pay for it with his life. Lo Wong taking him down. Transcendence as well takes out Senorita. Suddenly, It's the shoe is on the other foot. Rush B is gonna take out Low. However, my
enemy
56 my size getting a double kill right there. Low Wong though trying to keep it together. But so far PYC is gonna get this plant. Last man standing for the for KU. It's gonna be the Raze. Ooh, Low Wong takes out his fellow Raze Humble 2KS. And that's the first pistol round for our boys in Singapore, Underdogs.
And again, one of the greatest things about this tournament, Cyberathlete, is providing a platform for our rising stars to develop. And you can honestly see the different approaches per region on this map and just play style alone. And honestly, that's such a treat to have, don't you think, G10?
100%, because this is the collegiate, the Southeast Asian collegiate scene, right? There are a lot of untapped. There is a lot of untapped potential here, and that is going to be tapped because of this. And it looks like Signorita might be tapped here by Lo Wang, and suddenly it is going to be a huge hookah rush. Fox Z will get at least PYC with the shotgun. However, Lo Wang with a double spray gets a 3K for himself. The plant will also go down, so there is a little bit of extra gold for the Underdogs, tying up the score 7-7. But as you were saying, I really like that CVCI is doing this. They're providing a really big platform for an otherwise, understimulated scene to really shine in Valorant.
Oh, absolutely. But this time around, I was actually thinking that they probably should have gone for the full save. Like we mentioned, since I believe this is Underdogs on the attack now. Yeah, KU is on defense, right? So again, with that double full save, that just allowed them to get rifles in this third round. For that example, Lawang and the boys are actually at a gun disadvantage, but they are going to be stuck with a paranoia here. Senorita will find absolutely nobody on B long. So that is definitely the go signal that everyone is at A, and they are trying to collapse. Trying to go for a satchel double as you find 56 is my size. That's exactly what you need to do with an SMG. Someone's face, but Lawang will not live longer as Low will find him. Fox as well, opening up Senny K 4v3 situation, but PYC has a Phantom in his hands, and Humble 2KS blood as well. The flash goes for the double, but they look away at the very last second, and they not him of any frags whatsoever.
One enemy remaining.
Proving to be quite a lot of trouble, but these SMGs are working out. Low will fall as well. And this defuse is getting so tricky with low health, and two assault rifles looking down on you. You are going to fall as you transcend with the SMG once more, with the Phantom, rather with the Spectre, closing out the round.
Yeah, the Underdogs, they were at a disadvantage going into that. However, their style of attack, it seems like KU isn't used to it yet. They haven't really read the book as of this moment, so they're kind of falling to it. And I do like the style that that Underdogs is showing right now. Very aggressive, but it's a calculated aggression. Just like what might be happening here as well. Look at the stack in B.
And again, so pretty much around on board for Senny K and the gang, right? But again, this is a bit of a meta game that for those people who haven't played the game for as long, there's a bit of a meta game in the pistol round, right? So even if you win, you obviously have the choice to just kind of hang on to your ghost and buy armor, because you don't want to go into that disadvantage in the third round where they have rifles and you have SMG. So that was really into play in the previous round. But like I mentioned, this is pretty much going to go in the way of KU Esports here, or rather Underdogs, but the shotguns are here. They look like before they fall. Oh my goodness, what happened?
You called it right the first time. It is, things are going in the way of KU Esports. That's exactly what happened there. The caster curse happened. Man, that was a beautiful take by the Underdogs. However, KU was just their unparalleled aggression on the retake just gave them basically the advantage, because I don't think Underdogs was expecting them to go through that route and then rush B from behind. Man,
yeah.
I need this.
And again, logic dictates you have rifles. You want to play as far as you can, possibly put a man in heaven, get even shower control, and honestly, you don't even have to leave. You don't have to leave A short in that situation. But again, they just kind of wanted to go for a more compact style here. Hopefully, they will learn from their sins. And it does look like on the attacking side, which is Underdogs. I'm not mistaken this time. There needs to be a lot of aggression in D-Long, and Fox has been absolutely on fire, fighting Lawang. So now, economy is going to be shaken up after this round as well. We're potentially looking at an eco buy. There is quite a number of players in Hookah, but so far no pressure towards them.
Going
Have
up.
a free rotate towards the market. Senorita has the right idea of getting the blaze wall here. Now the question is PYC gonna check that corner? Well, it looks like he's not gonna deal with that whatsoever.
Yeah, he just wants a nope out of there. No reason to really take this faster than you need to, because they're already down a man. Underdog's already down a man. PYC will equalize it. Headshot onto Senorita. Makes it a 4v4, and the raise on the side. Oh! Foxy, though! As you said, he is with the fire. Rush B might be coming on fire himself. As he does get one headshot, he gets another kill, double kill very quickly. Spike has been planted, 1v3 situation. What can this Reyna do? Can it be the clutch? Lol, we've seen him do really well in the first half, but maybe a 1v3 retake is a little bit out of the question, especially if he doesn't have a lot of information.
Yeah, that's right. And again, Reyna has been suffering when it comes to the tier list, right? Because again, she has a flash, but she doesn't really do anything else for her team aside from frag, and Lul will actually just go for the save call here. Looking at the team compositions right now, actually, both these teams, you know, this is the Collegiate Invitational. You can tell that these guys are really young because the way they play the game, they're incredibly fast, they're really aggressive. Normally we'd see a lot of brimstones, a lot of controllers, just to slice the pie per se, you know, make takes a lot easier. But these guys just want to go for aim duels. They have the Sova, they have the Jet, they have the Raze even. They barely have any smokes on their team. Actually, on both teams, they only have a Cypher Cage and an Omen smoke on the side of the Underdogs, and meanwhile on the side of KU they only have the Omen. So again, that dictates we just want to take gunfights.
Yeah, not a lot of flashes as well, and this is very indicative of like the kind of younger playstyle, because when you're this young, when you're still in college, you still have the reaction times that you can rely on. You can train that aim very well as well. And these angels are kind of a meta thing in the CVCI. Although there is going to be a miss there.
Again,
So that,
again, it's just indicative of how fast they want to play here. So far, we haven't seen a lot of defaults. We've been seeing a lot of commitment to sites, just to a lot of fights. We finally see an Omen spoke towards a mid here. Again, that's just a lack of operators as well. We haven't seen that. Everybody's been rocking rifles. I guess the situation really hasn't allowed them to do that. But it does look like everybody's going to rotate, and there is going to be a big, messy fight towards A.
yeah, A will be the call, and it looks like the plant is already going to come through. Crush B taking out Lul. That takes
Spike
out
planted.
from the equation. Fox D though evens it up. Lawang is going to go down. But now they're on two different sides. Rush B is going to take out Fox D, so that's no jet for them. 56 by side takes out Transcend. Senorita gets the flash off, but is in the smoke. Will find Rush B though, as Senny K takes out Humble 2KS. Senorita misses his shots on Senny K. Senny K takes him down. Last man standing is 56 is my size. He can find the Omen here. He may just go for the defuse.
Shadows traveling.
Or, yeah, he goes for the smoke and the defuse. They know he's there. Location has been revealed. And oh my god, he may still actually get this. He's been revealed once again, but no, that's not enough time to defuse. This round will go once again to the Underdogs, bringing them to double digits, and he barely knocked out on dying to the spike.
Yeah, and like I said, I was talking about how there are smokes inside deniers, right, on both teams. Notice how I didn't pick up the Jet, because it was quite evident there in elbow. Jet smokes don't last too long. They're just really only there if you want to go for a quick cross, or, you know, if you want to take things quickly. Basically, that's the name of the game for Jet. You just want to be fast. But right now, ult economy is looking really, really good on both sides here. Obviously, they have a lot of offensive utility on the defensive side, so again, that might just prompt them to go for a more aggressive stance here. They do have Empress, they do have Phoenix's res, they even have Showstopper for possibly the mid to late round. Transcend will still an owl drone here though, trying to potentially set up Fury, but again, no time wasted. They're just gonna go.
Yeah, Rush B is doing exactly what his name says, but he's actually not gonna get the kill onto Lul, who has a Bulldog. You know, kind of strange decision for a gun, but it did work out for him so far. Senike in a great position here though. It will not pay off as Humble 2KS has the better aim there. Wins that aim duel, takes him down, and suddenly the ball is in the court of... Oh, it's actually not evident here because Signorino will get taken out, but just
One enemy remaining.
his fire form. Foxy will take out Lawang, and suddenly it's a 1v3. Underdogs will get taken out. There's PYC. Pretty young Cypher. That's what his name means.
Alright, yeah. But yeah, again, just at an analysis standpoint, right? It seems, obviously they do show a lot of maturity when it comes to the retakes. Their aim is already quite ahead of their level, you know? Like, you can really see they're developing really fast, but I think what they have to do is just kind of play the clock out, you know? They do have operators, actually agents on both sides that don't really benefit for a slower playstyle, but on the side of Underdogs here, since they do have the Cypher and those extra longevity from the smokes of the Omen, they can, you know, abuse that quite a bit. They do have the Sonic Arrow as well on the Sova, so again, longer games will tend to benefit them, and it's a good call by Underdogs to just, you know what, let's not deal with that, let's just fight.
Yeah.
Fight is already doing in hookah, but everybody bounces out. Once again, this is gonna be a 5v5 duel.
Yeah, and these are kind of what KU wants as Transcend takes out Humble 2KS. It's now what Underdogs does want, and Underdogs, even they got that pick, they might be able to go for a rotate here, which is kind of what they're indicating. Maybe leaving Rush B to distract here with Hookah to keep members of KU over there, while the rest, they're slowly making their way downtown towards... I'm not sure if they're actually going to go for the full rotate here, because it does look like they've changed their mind. It is going to be a 3v5 if they go into the side, but Foxy makes it not so. Senike will take him out though. So now Lawang here is the entry, will miss his shots. 56 despite size, gets a double as well as Senorita taking one down. And there's the quick entry and quick exit of Underdogs. PYC once again the last man standing in a 1v3. He does have a little bit to work with, but not quite a lot as he misses his shots there. He does have his neural theft, but I don't think he's going to commit that in such a risky situation as a 1v3. He does put down the cage. Walk into it, but he is going to get shot from the back. Signorita makes it a 10 for 10 round-wise.
I guess they wanted to damage the economy, knowing that they had a little bit of leeway to do that. But again, they only had, checking the time, he only had 8 seconds at most. He could have just gone for the save call, save that Vandal. Again, just playing the numbers game, that was not very advised. But you see the idea of what they're trying to do here. KU, it does look like their more compact defense is working out for them so far. I would rather... It's interesting to me that they aren't taking a lot of shower control just to prevent those leaks that we've seen in the previous rounds. And as you can see, we already have 2 players leaning, or rather intending to go to shower and take that. Meanwhile, the bulk of Underdogs is already stuck here in A mid. Smoke has already been committed as well. I think the Omen still has a second smoke to commit if he wants to. Transcend will obviously get that Sonic Arrow out, but so far no dice. As I mentioned, not a lot of resistance in shower, and this could prove to be a stifling dagger in the side of the defense.
Yeah, shower has really not been a huge priority for defense on either side that we've seen. It's usually a B aggression has been the name of the game for most of this map. So there is a little bit of utility being thrown there, but there's really not a lot of commitment there. And I've just noticed that there's 4 duelists on the side of KU. They're really a team. And Underdogs, they have a little bit more well-balanced, well-rounded team. But, you know, these 2 different styles are kind of working towards and against each other at the same time. That's why the game is kind of so even. They will once again go to B with 30 seconds left. They have to make this entry. They have to execute very perfectly. They have to execute fast, and it's gonna happen right here, right now. It's going to be Rush B on top of the box already. Lawang will take out Senorita, although Foxy will answer back with 1. He will take down Rush B as well with a wallbang headshot as well as Lawang. There is the plant, and there is the last kill. Senike will go down to his fellow Omen, 11 to 10. Finally, KU takes the lead once again.
And again, just a lot of clock not being utilized here by the attacking team. But so far, so good. You know, the score isn't that lopsided. But if they could potentially draw out, maybe missed calls in the rotations, and that could possibly make their takes a lot easier. They still have a lot of time just on the clock. Generally, they have a minute left, sometimes even a minute 20 just before they explode. And economy-wise, they're not looking too good here as well. We can already see the Spectre being pulled out by the Omen. And again, you just kind of don't want to get into the situation where they're up 12 and you just have Spectres, you know. You kind of want to get as even of a gunfight, especially in such a light utility type of a composition.
Yeah. Hey, you. It's actually honestly amazing to me that their comp is working out because it's pure aggression. 56 is 5 times, takes out ZK. And TYC kind of running for his life. There were a couple of people running after him, and that one person will go down. It was Senorita, and Lawanga Rush B do take 3, but Humble 2KS takes down TYC. 56 is my size, gets the revenge onto Lawanga as well. Rush B goes down. Humble 2KS brings it to match point.
And so far, just the hard curling of defending team here. And again, I don't want to get the teams jumbled up on KU Esports. Actually, on that topic, KU Esports
Match
and I
point.
believe BU Esports, both Thai teams, so they really are defending their pride here as, you know, they are the, if I'm not mistaken, one of the few Thai teams left, but let's just get back into the match here. They are at map point, so again, no real reason to go for any overextensions here, but it does look like they're getting a little antsy towards Hookah here. There could potentially be a fight in market, but with Underdogs taking a lot more, or rather investing a lot more manpower towards a mid, it could be another quick A-take as they go for a lot of aggression towards Shower, but not leaving anyone in heaven to check, or rather just prevent the backstab, and this is a bit of a doozy for the defending team.
Yeah, and Underdog is really not expecting it as Lul gets taken out. Sorry, it was KU that was on the defense. KU not expecting it as Lul gets taken out. Senorita on the rotate here, trying to get somebody from the back, but Lawang will bite the dust, so will Humble 2KS. 56 is my size, grabs the double, but Senorita will see one, tries to go for the kill, but gets stabbed in the back by Transcend. Rush B takes out 56 is my side. And Fox Z, if there's anyone who can watch this out, it's Fox Z. He won't get tagged out by the Hunter's Fury though.
Player
The pre-fire lets Foxy know exactly where he is, snaps to the head, and there's the defuse. PYC trying to get shots on him.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! It's got a 0.77 seconds there! There's the game! Congratulations to KU Esports, they take the first map!
I'm a little confused why the Cypher didn't pop the neural theft there. He had all the chances in the world to do so, but again, the hindsight is 2020, but I thought I was gonna crumble for KU there because they had a lot of success. I think that was the team of a lot of commitment. Nobody was playing staggered whatsoever. It was either an all-in or just basically, let's have a 5-man stack here. Let's just try to get as many bodies as we can, try to win as many aim duels. Again, potentially you'd like to see them play a bit more, I would want to say a more matured playstyle where they kind of stagger their resources across the round instead of going
for patient playstyle.
Yeah, patience is the keyword here. But again, every